We gathered here today at the open day for the Benedictine Priory, the Order of Enclosed Nuns, and it's a lovely benediction and procession at 12. People are coming and going here to visit the beautiful surrounds. So we'll just talk you through it and walk around the magnificent garden, which is a wonderful place to relax and say a prayer, or if the day is fine, have a snooze or whatever. But beautiful place to walk and lovely surroundings, and it's magnificently kept. Most of the work was done by volunteers. I was up here on Monday with three brothers, so the three Devlins, and actually the pasture we're looking at here, they were cutting the grass there, and they had two lawnmowers and a strimmer, because the lawnmower here was broken, and other volunteers came and they told me that Mr. O'Brien, another friend of theirs, came on Wednesday evening or Wednesday afternoon at 1:15, and at 8:30 they finished. Absolutely magnificent, and with a big group of people here for the procession, which Father Tom, our administrator, brought the Blessed Sacrament from the chapel we just began our tour with, to the beautiful outdoor altar, which we'll come to later on and show you exactly. And now things are winding down here, so there was cake sales and plant sales and entertainment for the kids. There's music going on, so that gives us an idea of the keep us entertained for a while. The entertainment is still going on. So we're going on now here. One of the organisers here of the that works up here, Liam, I'm just passing him now. So obviously we'll show you the various parts. And the well here is symbolism of the woman at Samaria at the well. And looking down the beautiful trees here, and the grotto, and all the lovely food and stuff that's up here. And I see people still strolling around, and you see Mother Catherine here as well. Now if we're up here now, we might go up and get a chance of a chat with Mother Catherine here. So I'm coming up here now to all the people that are helping out here today with the various cakes and other things as well. So here nearly all the cakes and all the stuff is nearly gone. We have the music and all going on down here as well. So actually it was a great day altogether. And the lovely little fountain here is all cleared up. So we'll listen now to the music, and then we might get a quick word from Mother Catherine.
Aiming that a group or a few families together would take one corner or another.
Can we get a quick word? How did you feel today? Were you pleased?
What's this?
Mother Catherine.
Yes, well, everyone seems to be enjoying themselves.
And the procession was lovely earlier.
The procession was beautiful, and that was very important, especially for the volunteers who had done up the Resurrection Garden so beautifully. They were longing to have a mass or a benediction or whatever, so we've done that now today, and it was lovely.
It's great, and
yes.
It stayed dry anyway. It wasn't as fine as we thought it would, but anyway.
It's been lovely.
So have you an overall message now to the people of Cobh, like from today, for more people to visit this beautiful oasis of peace and happiness?
Yes, well, they're all welcome. I think that's the big message. Everyone's welcome to come to the Bible Garden, and also the chapel. Our little chapel's open all day. So we're glad that people know we're here now, one way or another. People have got to hear that they can come up here, and we're always here. The sisters are always here praying for everybody. So it's nice for people to know that too.
And you plenty of apples now to make chutney and everything, have you?
Plenty of apples, yes. I think most of the chutney sold today, did it?
Yes, nearly all sold.
It's certainly become famous chutney.
Anyway, that's great. Thank you very much
Father.
indeed.
Thank you.
Bye. Hey, Dan, how things?
Frank was third in the heat, you see him?
Well,
See Frank?
who?
Frank O'Brien.
What about him?
He was running in the Nationals today.
Oh, I didn't look at it.
He was third in the heat.
Yeah, okay.
Are you going away with a word of farewell? There'll be not a trace left behind. I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was lasting on my mind.
Now the guest singer there now today, enlivening the proceedings, music and everything, making a real carnival atmosphere. And it's got a bit cold now, but we're lucky that the rain held off for all the day anyway so far, and hopefully people will be coming and going. There are plenty of plants to buy and plenty food and plenty, and there's plenty of chutney. The nuns got their apples back from the Board of Public Works. You might have seen them on television there when their apples were robbed. So if there's anything such thing as a good robbery, well, they got way more than was taken, which were about 12 barrelfuls they said. So they have more back now and they'll be able to make things. This is a lovely little memorial, a lovely tree here. We have great, I suppose, affinity with Lebanon. And I visited it 2 years ago, and all my friends, and I was devastated for many of them with the terrible explosion in Beirut, I suppose a month ago now, or even less, and caused 300,000 people to be homeless. Many people died, and that the city was wrecked, the city of Beirut. So yesterday I had a meeting with a group, and I to the Lions Club, and we're hoping to have a fundraiser for Beirut, because when there's a kind of a worldwide disaster, there are great people to come in and help out and support any fundraiser like that. So hopefully we'll be organising a raffle, and we'll bring you more news of that when the time approaches. But I just mentioned that in passing today, because it's the more publicity we get for this, the better. It'll be just once off, and we can help help them by raising money to, for whatever reason, can be passed on from one organisation here directly to another organisation in Beirut or in Lebanon. So again, as well as me, I've been there with great devotion to Saint Charbel, and all during the pandemic I've been praying and helping people to recover through his intercession, and that's very uplifting and encouraging as well. So really we should all be thankful and grateful for, I suppose, the life we have, and think of others in their time of need. There are so many causes in the world. You could be having a different cause, even at home every day. When there's one of, I suppose, that magnitude of what happened in Beirut, well then it touches our lives very, very much indeed. And the video footage and the television footage of the destruction was, worse than any war or any bomb that ever happen in any war. So we're coming here now to the Resurrection Garden, which is beautifully, I suppose, done up there recently, particularly for today. And it's the Garden of Olives, as you can see here in this lovely little piece about it. So we come and we just give you a little view. I have a little bit of a video of the procession of the Blessed Sacrament and Benediction here, which took place at 12 o'clock today. It's 2 or 3 hours on now, so I'm just coming back, retracing my steps, doing an overall view of the place. So the amount of work done here by volunteers is quite amazing. I mentioned earlier about all the volunteers that a week ago this place was like a jungle because the moor here needed to be fixed and wasn't, but people rallied around, and as I said earlier, there were 4 or 5 people here on Wednesday from 1:15 to 8:30, and look at the magnificent job they've done. Look, the place is beautiful. You can see all the lovely way the grass is cut and the gardening has been done, and the work that's gone on here mainly through volunteers for the past I suppose months now. It's going to be a huge asset to the community in Cobh, and not just Cobh but all over, you know. And it's, as I said, as Mother Catherine said, people can go as well to their oratory, which is part of their church. They have their own section, and the Blessed Sacrament is there, and people can pray there. And the nuns are in constant prayer for all our needs, the sisters, so that's important to know. Just take a look now. It's very near the cathedral, but it's more difficult to get here. I think we should probably have more signs for it, but I'm sure people, if they ask people how to get to the Bible Garden, they'll be told. It's a lovely view overlooking the harbour. You can see Ringaskiddy on the far side there. I saw a big boat passing this morning, my house, and you can see it docked over with huge cargo, whatever it is. Every day they pass my house and bring goods to people. So we'll walk away here now, and I have most of the area covered, and we'll listen to the music again.
We don't have one word to say. So what in the world has come over you? What never sin had he done? Broken the steel of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just beyond the run. You're out there running just beyond the run. You're out there running just beyond the run.
These people are enjoying themselves anyway. And beautiful water here to Our Lady as well. Very well done, and I saw volunteers as they were painting below at the altar, painting this. I think Selene was one of the people who were painting. I can't think of all the names, I just mention all names because if I do, I leave other people out. I see some of them up here, the volunteers at this table with their jams and the chutneys and the cakes. They're nearly all gone, and they'll help you out very, very much as well. So really that's my tour for the day. We'll just see what other songs coming up now, and we'll just leave it, but it's great. And that's the building itself up there, see the house itself. So it's really, as people have said, it's an oasis of peace and tranquility, where people can go up and you can see all the place there, and you see a lot of seats, and they're all dedicated to people who lost their loved ones. And it's lovely that they're remembered here in this garden of remembrance. So I think I've done a tour now of the whole lot. The final shot here of the plants. I bought aloe vera plants myself, and drinks and all the plants. So, and we're back again to Liam, who does a lot of work here and looks after the place very, very much. Liam's an old friend, very much involved in the running scene. So it's great to have all these people here to help. So I think we'll just give one overall view now.
was once like you are now,
And
I
look at the
know
trees.
that it's not
We'll just-
easy to become when you found something going on. Take your time, take a lot, take up everything you got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. How can I try to
I think that was appropriate there. We can still be here tomorrow, but our dreams may not be, but that's important that we live our dreams and live our lives.
From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I'll have to go.
I suppose that's the signal for me as well to end this little tour of the Bible Garden at St. Benedict's Priory in Cobh. By the way, this house, Admiralty House, was a famous building, and it was the headquarters of the American Navy during the First World War, and many of the decisions of the war were made there. So it's important to know that as well. And I did a calendar there this year to raise funds to upgrade the heating, and anybody who would like to contribute to that, or even contribute to the sisters, you can find it on the website, the Benedictine Sisters of Cobh, and you can help out. And hopefully we'd applied for a grant to renovate the building before the start of the COVID, and that's still in the process, and hopefully the amount applied for 200,000 will be forthcoming if it is, to make a huge difference in maintaining this iconic building. A lot of people at times wonder why a community of sisters, number 7, sometimes 8, are here, but I can assure you that there's so much going on here. They pray, there's I suppose they have a great affection and prayers for unborn children that die at birth, and they have a lovely memorial as well, Lanab, and they have a register of all the people that have, I suppose, availed of, and I know that from experience. I've had masses here for stillborn children, so it's important to acknowledge that as well. And then before the lockdown, it was used, the little chapel was used for Sunday morning mass at 8:13 morning mass during the week as well, as part of our parish service. And also there's benediction on there, and you can visit the Blessed Sacrament in the chapel as well. So that's another aspect of life here that people can visit. Just finish up where we started at the well, and I suppose that we're also familiar with. And looking back again here at the beautiful trees, they're amazing there. So thank you very much for bearing with me. Thank to Mother Catherine for inviting me up here today to be part of the, I suppose, the lovely procession and the blessing and the benediction, and also to be part of the I suppose, celebration, or opening up to the public, because only maybe a certain few people know about this, but now I think it's our maybe duty to spread the word around about all what is happening in this beautiful place. So pay a visit. It's almost the hidden gem. I've written articles about it. It's probably one of the hidden gems of Cobh, but it's a real gem, a garden of tranquility, a garden of oasis, and a place that we can relax no matter what our mood is, and be at peace with each other and at peace with the Lord. So thank you very, very much indeed.